Class 8 Science, Chapter 1, Crop Production and Management. First question is filling the blanks. First is the same kind of plants grown and cultivated on a large scale at a place is called dash. As we know the definition of crop, when same kinds of plant grown in on a large scale, then it is called crop. And this is the Philippines answer is crop. Next is the first step before growing crops is dash of the soil. Because when we do agriculture practices, there are so many steps, and the first step is preparation of the soil. And how preparation of the soil is can be done? By the plow and hoe. And then answer is preparation of the soil. Next is damaged seed would dash on the top of water. Damaged seed would dash on the top of water. When we separate damaged seed from the healthy seed, then we take some seeds and put it in the water. Then the damaged seed will float on the water, and healthy seeds will settle down in the water. Because damaged seeds are very light, so damaged seed would float on the top of water. Next is for growing a crop, sufficient light and dash from the soil are essential. As we know, when we grow crop, which components are required? First is sunlight, and second is water, and third is nutrients. So fill up answer is water and nutrients. Again, I am repeating the fill ups of the question number 1. First is the same kind of plants grown and cultivated on a large scale at a place is called dash. And as we know the definition of crop, when same kinds of plants such as paddy crops are grown in the same place on a large scale, then it is called crop. Next is first step before growing crop is dash of the soil. As we know in agriculture practices, the first step is preparation of the soil. And how can be done with the help of hoe. Next is damaged seed would dash on the top of water. When we separate damaged seed from the healthy seed, when we take some seeds and put into the water, then the damaged seeds which are lighter will float on the water, and the healthy seed will settle down in the water. So damaged seed would dash float on the top of water. Next is for growing a crop, sufficient sunlight and dash are required. As we know, different components are required for the soil for growing crops. First is sunlight, and second is water, and third is nutrients. Next is match the item in column A with the column B. First is kharif crop. And what are the example of kharif crop? Paddy and maize. Next is what is the rabi crop, and what are the chemical fertilizer, and what are the organic manure. Match these items in column A with the column B. And as we know, what are the example of kharif crops? Paddy and maize. So A is matched with the E. And what are the example of rabi crops? Wheat and gram. So second is matched with D. And next is chemical fertilizer. And what are chemical fertilizer? Which are made in factories. The fertilizer which are made in factories are called chemical fertilizer. And what are their names? Urea and superphosphate. So third chemical fertilizer is matched with B, urea and superphosphate. Next is organic manure. Organic manure, what is organic manure? Which are made from dead plants and dead animals, and it is matched with the animal excreta, cow dung, urine and plant waste. I'm repeating what are the kharif crops and what are the rabi crops and what are the chemical fertilizer and what are organic manure. As we know, what are chemical fertilizer? Which are made in factories. The fertilizer which are made in factories are called chemical fertilizer. And what are the organic manure? which are made from dead plants and dead animals. When plant dies and animal dies, then it is buried into the soil, and then it is converted into the manure with the help of microorganism. And it is chemical fertilizer is matched with urea and phosphate, and organic manure which is matched with animal excreta, cow dung, urine, and plant waste. And what are the kharif crops and what are rabi crops and what are their example? Paddy and maize, and these are the example of kharif crops, and wheat, gram, and pea are example of rabi crops. And the next is give one example of each kharif crops and rabi crops. As we know, kharif crop example is paddy and maize, and rabi crop example is wheat and gram. Next is write a paragraph in your own words on each of the following: preparation of the soil, weeding and threshing and sowing. These are the steps of agriculture practices. The first step of agriculture practices is preparation of the soil. And what is the preparation of the soil? Why preparation of the soil is carried out? And how can it be done? Firstly, why we do preparation of the soil? To make a loose or the to make a soil loose, we have to prepare the soil, and this method is usually employed for using the soil to allow the root to penetrate deep into it. When we what is the practices why we do preparation of the soil? This can be done with the help of plow. The plow instrument is used for preparation of the soil. Why we do preparation of the soil? Because this makes the soil loose. By making loose soil loose, these help us to penetrate the soil deeply into the soil. If we lose the soil, then the roots can deeply penetrate into the soil, and these loosening of soil help us to grow several kinds of microorganisms, and when these microorganism dies, and these will add nutrient to the soil. So there are two reasons for the preparation of the soil. These make the soil loose. And why we have to need to make loose soil? Because first is, in loose soil microorganism grows faster, and second is, in loose soil the roots can deeply penetrate into the soil. So because this can be done with the help of plow, and this process is called tilling or plowing of the soil. And this is the first step of the agriculture practices, and this is a preparation of the soil. Next is we have to explain sowing, and this is the second step of agriculture practices. In sowing seeds, before sowing we have to maintain preparation of the soil. Sowing is another step in crop production. In the process of placing the seeds in the soil for future growth, the seeds that are selected for growing should be of good quality. Before sowing the seeds, we have to select seeds. And how can we select seeds? We take some seeds and put it into the water, and damaged seeds will float on the water, and the healthier seeds will settle down into the water. And this is the second step of agriculture practices. Before sowing seeds, we have to select the seeds, and the seeds should be of good quality, and this can be done with the help of water. When healthier seeds and damaged seeds can be separated, and then we sow the seeds either with the help of traditional tool and either with the help of seed drill. In traditional tool, we use a funnel and attach with the pipes. We put seeds into the funnel, and these goes into the pipes and then goes into the soil. And this is the traditional tool of sowing. Next is seed drill, and seed drill is used with the help of tractors. Seed drill is used with the help of tractor, and this is the best method of sowing seeds. Seed drill is the best method for sowing seeds, and this can be done with the help of tractors. And why seed drill method is best method as compared to traditional method? Because when we use seed drill, these sow the seeds at equal distance and at equal depth. And it because these sows the seeds at equal depth and equal and in these sows the seeds in equal depth. Next is, and how can be sowing? Sowing can be done. Sowing can be done either traditional method or either with the help of tractors, with the help of seed drill. And seed drill is done with the help of tractors. And seed drill method is best method for sowing seeds because these sow the seeds at proper depth. Next is weeding. And what do we mean by weeds? The undesirable plants are weeds, and these undesirable sometimes when we grow plants, undesirable plants can grow with the with the healthy crop, and these can be damaged crops, and we have to remove these weeds because they may interrupt in the growth of the healthy crop. And what are the weeding? And which method used for weeding? There are two methods for removing weeds. First is manual method, and this can be done with the help of sickle. And next is these can be done with the help of chemicals. There are two methods of using weeds. First is by manual method, and these can be done with the help of sickle. And secondly, we can use chemical fertilizer. These chemical fertilizer are called weedicides. These chemical fertilizer are called weedicide. And what are the example of weeds? And these are Paratherium are common weeds. Firstly, we have to know what are weeds. The undesirable plants that grow with the healthy crop are called weeds. These have to be removed. Why these have to be removed? Because they interrupt into the growth of healthy plant. And how can it be done? There are two methods for removing weeds. Number one is manual method. These can be done with the help of sickle. And next is these can help into second is tilling. And what is till first method is with the help of sickle, and second method is by using chemical fertilizer, and these can be done with the help of weedicides. Next is threshing. This is also a step of agriculture practices. And what do we mean by threshing? When crop matures, then it is then we harvest the crops. When crop mature, then we harvest the crops. After harvesting, we have grains also, and chaff. So then the process of separating grains from the chaff is called threshing, and this can be done with the help of combine. And combine do both work, threshing as well as harvesting. Combine do both work as threshing as well as harvesting. So this is the process of separating grain or chaff from the main crop. And our next question is, what is the difference between fertilizer and manure? What is the difference between fertilizer and manure? As we know, fertilizer is organic or inorganic in nature, or manure is manure is manure is have to have a large quantity of organic materials. Main difference is fertilizer are commercially available plant nutrient, but manure is a naturally obtained. Fertilizer is made into the laboratory in the factories, and manure is naturally made. Manure is naturally made, and fertilizer is made into the factories. And next main difference is the excessive use of fertilizer creates water pollution, and this is but in the it protects the environmental health in recycling farmers, but the manure does not create any type of water pollution. Excessive use of fertilizer creates water pollution, and but the use of manure does not create any water pollution. There are basic two difference. First is fertilizer are made in chemical factories, and manure can be made naturally. And fertilizer Excess use of fertilizer creates water pollution, but excess use of manure does not create any water pollution. Next difference is a fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. They does not add any nutrient to the soil. As we know, fertilizer does not add any nutrient to the soil, but manure add a great amount, add nutrient to the soil in a very great amount. So there are three basic difference between fertilizer and manure. Fertilizer are made in factories, but manure are made in naturally made. Or fertilizer does excessive use of fertilizer creates water pollution, but excessive use of manure does not create any water pollution. The next is fertilizer fertilizer gives nutrient to the soil, but does not give any nutrient to the soil, but manure gives nutrient to the soil. Next is they ensure healthy growth and development of the plant by providing them with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They help in enriching the soil with organic matter and nutrient. They give nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to the to the soil, but they give organic matter and nutrient to the soil. They give fertilizer give potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen, but manure give organic matter and nutrient. Next is addition of fertilizer to the soil requires special guidance. When we use fertilizer, we require special guidance. But manure, using of manure does not require any special guidance. The basic next difference is the use of fertilizer requires a special guidance, but the use of manure does not require any special guidance. First basic difference is fertilizer are made in chemical factories, but manure are made in naturally made. Next is fertilizer does not provide any nutrient to the soil, but manure provide nutrient to the soil. Next is excessive use of water creates water pollution, but excessive use of manure does not create any pollution. Next is fertilizer provide nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but manure provides organic matter and nutrient. Next is the addition of fertilizer. Soil requires special guidance and manure does not require any special guidance. Next is what do you mean by irrigation? Describe two methods of irrigation which conserve water. So what do you mean by irrigation? The process of supplying water is called irrigation. The process of supplying water is called irrigation. And there are two types of methods of irrigation. First is sprinkle method and second is drip irrigation method. These are the modern method of irrigation. What do you mean by irrigation? The process of supplying water is called irrigation, and there are two methods of irrigation. First is traditional and second is modern method, and the modern method are sprinkle method and drip irrigation method, and these help in conservation of water. And these are the two methods of irrigation which help in to conserve water. And what is the sprinkle method? In this system we use a perpendicular pipes with the rotating nozzle. When we put the water into the pipes, then it looks like a fountain, and this is the sprinkler system. And what do we mean by the drip system? In this system, the water plants drop by drop, and this is the very effective method for conserving water. Auto sprinkler and auto drip irrigation method. Drip irrigation is the best method because in drip irrigation method they plant the water into the roots drop by drop, and this method is the very best method. Next is if wheat is sown in the kharif season, what will happen? Understand question. If wheat is sown in the kharif season, what would happen? And what is the kharif season? June to October season is called kharif season. If it is sown in the kharif season, then the whole crop might get destroyed because of many factors such as lack of optimum temperature, availability of past kharif season include the rainy season, which is not favorable for the plant growth of wheat crop, and therefore wheat crop should not be sown during the season. Why should wheat not be grown in the Kharif season? And what is the season of Kharif season? June to October. June to October season is the Kharif season, and there can be rain also. So if wheat is grown in the Kharif season, they cannot get proper amount of temperature, because wheat requires a great amount of temperature. But in the Kharif season, June to October season, they do not have optimum temperature. Optimum temperature and availability of past will not be may create problem. And so if it grown in the Kharif season, the whole crop might be destroyed because of rain also. Next is explain how soil get affected by the continuation plantation of crops in the field. As we know, in our soil there are so many nutrients. If we plant a crop, and after one crop we plant another crop, and after second crop then we grow third crop. By the continuation plantation of crop, soil fertility is decreased, and so its nutrients are lost. So for the maintaining its nutrient, we have to add manure and fertilizer, because continuation plantation of crops make the soil less fertile, and so the plants will not grow in this soil. So plants growth will affect by the continuation plantation of crop. Next is, what are weeds? How can we control them? As we know earlier, undesirable plants that grow with the healthy crop are called weeds. And how can we control them? There are two methods. First method is a manual method. We can use khurpi. And second method is chemical method, and it can be done with the help of weedicides. And we can use spray. And the using of weedicide can be done before the growing of flowers. So what are weeds? Undesirable plants that grow with the healthy crop are called weeds. And how can it be done? There are two methods. First method is manual method. In manual method, we use khurpi. And second method, we use weedicide. And what are weedicide? The chemical used to destroy weeds are called weedicide, and it is sprayed into the crops before growing flowers. Because after growing the flowers, if we spray weeds, then crop can be side effects, and they contain uh, some uh, some spray, and we eat these type of food, then this spray can enter into our body and can create many problems. Next is, arrange the following boxes in proper order to make a flow chart of sugarcane crop production. If we want to plant a sugarcane crop, then what are the steps? First is sending crop to the sugar factory, irrigation, harvesting, sowing, manuring, plowing field, preparation of the soil. So what are the steps of agricultural production? First step is First step is sending a crop to the sugar factory or preparation of the soil. So this is the chart of uh, growing sugarcane crop. First is preparation of the soil. After preparation, we plow the field with the help of plow or hoe. And this is called plowing the soil. And this is called, first step is preparation of the soil. After preparation, we will plow the field with the help of plow and hoe. After plowing, we sow the seeds. Before sowing, we select the seeds. Next, we will add manure to the soil, and then we will water the plants, and this is the step of irrigation. When we supply water into it, then this is the irrigation. Next is harvesting. When we cut the plants, then this is the step of harvesting. When we harvest, then we will send this crop to the sugar factory. First is preparation of the soil, and next is plowing the field. Third is sowing, and next is manuring, and then irrigation, and then harvesting. And after harvesting, we will send the sugar into sugar factory. Next is complete the following word puzzle with the help of clues given below. First is providing water to the crops. Down there are three options: providing water to the crops. Second is keeping crop grains for a long time under poor proper condition. Fifth is certain plants of the same kind grow on a large scale. Third is a machine used for cutting the mature crops. As we know, first is providing water to the crops, and this is a step of irrigation. Providing water to the crops is irrigation. Next is keeping food crop grains for a long time under proper condition. When we harvest the crop, and then we will do threshing with the help of combine. Then we will store, and this is a step of storage. Second is storage. Fifth is certain plants of the same kind grow on a large scale, and certain plants, when different type of plants are grown on a large scale, and this is called crop. Next is a machine used for cutting the mature crop are called harvester. Which machine are used for cutting mature crops? These are the harvester. And next is a rabi crop, which that is also one of its pulses are gram. A process of separating grain from chaff is called winnowing. The process of separating grain from chaff is called winnowing. And the rabi crop, that is one of its pulses are gram. And we can write all these questions on the fair notebook. Any query regarding lesson 1? 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 Any query regarding lesson 1?